Here we are again.
Yep, we're back.
Almost dropped my mic. I titled this episode Leftovers. It felt fitting.
Very fitting.
That's not the right one. Sorry, I'm trying to share this right now. There we go.
Yeah. Before we got on here, we were talking about how you look good.
I appreciate that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You've been taking your vitamins. You've been drinking your water. You've been going to the gym. We've had a little bit of a short weekend. You look rested. I feel rested.
I'm very rested.
Yeah, and you guys got that. Good. You guys got that. The green out there, and I don't. So you're a little more rested than I am. You know,
I never thought about that point of it, but yeah, I guess, dude. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be able to sleep, dude.
Yeah, I don't sleep every day.
Yeah, taking it back to sober out. Can you hear me all right? This feels like it's okay.
Maybe it's actually kind of loud.
Oh, really? Maybe it's just my headphones are turned down. But yeah, dude, taking it back to sober October, dude, that was the biggest. Like, I can't. Like, if I don't have that, I can't sleep. It's just like a warm blanket.
Yeah. I mean, I slept pretty decent last night. I had some Jim Beam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Solo?
No, I had a homie come over.
A homie or like a
former coworker.
Gotcha.
He got he came over and
got into the whiskey, huh?
Yeah. He's like, want to share a bottle? And I was like, cool. Like, I'll send you $10. And he came over, we drank some whiskey and talking entrepreneurship because he started his own business because he doesn't work in radio now.
So yeah, I saw that.
He's like, I'm raking in money. And I was like, all right, cool. And
he's dude, like, there is a lot of money in that too. In landscaping.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, he's like, what would you do if you were going to start your own business?
Oh, I like where this is going. This is going to be fun. I like this.
And I honestly, I like him. He's grown as a person, but I was like, I regretted telling him because he was like so amped. And I was like, I don't even want to put it out there because this is a genius idea. I don't want to put it out there.
You have to now.
Yeah, I know I have to now, but I'm like, fuck, if someone takes it, I'm going to burn their business down.
Dude, but see, this is a way. This is you saying, this is you claiming your intellectual property.
Episode 143. My
Write
IP,
it down.
I'm putting out there. It's on record on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I want to buy an Airstream and I want to turn it into a peanut butter and jelly cart.
Just PB&J?
Yeah. It's a simple food for after the bar. It's not messy. Like tacos are amazing, but tacos are messy. You need plates and napkins. Hot dogs are messy, ketchup, onions, if you just wrap up a PB&J, you put it on a griddle, you melt the peanut butter inside. You're telling, like, if you left the bar and you saw a warm PB&J sandwich, you wouldn't be like, oh, I'd be stoked. For like $4, you get a PB&J.
See, that's your problem right there. $4
or whatever. Obviously, I haven't done the math, but whatever it is, like,
right.
If it,
dude,
whatever.
There was whenever I lived on Hawthorne, across from that Cartopia place. It was very short lived, but for like 3, 4, maybe even 6 months, there was a peanut butter and jelly cart there.
There was?
Mm-hmm. And they had like different, like they had like PB&J with Nutella and like strawberry, like different, like it had different names.
Are you sure? Where was it in there?
It was like, where the burrito cart is that we would always go to?
Mm-hmm.
It's right to the left of that, right on that corner. That's what I'm saying. It was super short lived. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I remember that. It must have been before I got there.
Here's the deal. You said Airstream. Does it have to be an Airstream?
No, it doesn't have to be. It could be.
You want to make a food cart?
Yeah. I mean, obviously the ideal thing is to have a food truck that you could drive around.
Mm-hmm.
Or, right? Because it's all in one, your restaurant, and you could drive it home and park it. But I just love the idea of an Airstream. It's just like, they're beautiful. They're vintage.
They're really cool.
It's just part of the branding. It's a look, right? The Airstream. Like you see the Airstream pull up on the bars, like down here. Everyone's gonna be like, "There's the PB&J cart." Like,
what would you call it?
I don't know. I haven't gone that far. I was just like, it's always. I had this idea like when I was living in Boise, so it's not like I just thought of it during quarantine. Like I've always thought like being in Boise and being wasted. Like I don't want a PB&J right now. Like I don't want a hot dog.
See, that's you're tapping into a market there because everyone has different drunk cravings. But me personally, I wouldn't want a PB&J coming out of the bars. Like I want something like girthy.
Yeah. Well, I mean that, and there's add-ons, right? So like there'd be like my menu would be like there's 3 different types of breads. Like there's a wheat, there's a sourdough, and a regular white.
Okay.
And then you pick your bread, and then it's like, do you want creamy, crunchy Nutella or almond butter?
Oh, okay.
And then there's like 4 jellies, right? Your grape, your blackberry, your strawberry, and a 4th one.
Pepper jelly.
And then there could be like the jelly of the month, right? So like depending on what month it is, maybe it's a summer, there's like a mango jelly I put on the menu.
Dude, and here's where you take it a little step further. You start making your own jellies.
Eventually, right?
And then you can sell little cans of your own jellies.
Eventually. And then there's add-ons, right? Do you just want Nutella and bacon? Do you want strawberries? Like that cart, I was like bacon's like an extra $2. You could put a slab of bacon, right? Caramelized bacon, like sweet bacon right in the middle. I don't know.
Dude, and that would be like you make them like these gourmet PB&Js, like your overhead's going to be very low. So like your profit's going to be like through the roof. You can what you prep that day, all you have to sell is like 3 or 4 of them, and you've already made your nut,
And the thing is, like, I don't need a lot of storage or fridges because everything's a preservative. I don't need to store tomatoes or lettuce or fresh meat. It's like just jars of Nutella behind me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so dude,
you could do that out of your Jeep right now.
I could, yeah. I mean, I've thought about like a short bus. Oh, he's coming in. He's beating me right now.
Oh,
I'm playing my brother this weekend. Talking shit. Our Thanksgiving was good.
We haven't got into Thanksgiving yet.
We haven't got there. We'll get
talking about Mijo's entrepreneurial ideas.
But yeah, I mean, a short bus would be kind of cool. I don't want like a big bus, like a short bus where the windows are like eye level.
Yeah,
but it's just an idea. And my buddy was like, I got family and friends who are like investors, like they got a lot of money and like they're interested. I've talked to them and we could launch this in like February. And I was like, first of all, it's my idea. So if you start this, I know you and I will kill you.
Dude, you got to be careful talking to some people because I'm not saying this about him because I don't really know the guy, but like some people are like the typical like sheep and wolves clothing,
Yeah,
like
not Mark Zuckerberg lifestyle. Like he owns Facebook. Who owns Facebook?
Yeah. So, but the thing is that's such like a good and simple idea. Like you could do that. I mean, you could do that same thing with grilled cheese.
Exactly.
I mean,
for sure. But I'm not a big fan of grilled cheeses. I'm not a fan of cheese in general because of lactose.
Right.
But I feel like a PB&J, like if you did it the right way and you had a grill and you melted it, I don't know, it's a cool idea. I'm not saying I'm going to like, obviously everyone loves tacos and hot dogs and slices of pizza.
Yeah.
There's an option for a PB&J, like a college kid. Park it right out of the bars at UTSA.
There you go.
I don't know. It was just nice. And then I got loosey goosey because we were drinking that whiskey, like I was already like three glasses deep and we were just talking. So
and you're like, dude, that's spilling the guts.
Yeah,
spilling all the guts and all the secrets.
But it's a cool idea.
It is. I mean, and your biggest cost obviously would be like your cart, like the
whatever it is. And like if I were to get an Airstream, you need the truck and the Airstream versus like a food cart or a bus. Like you just need that one thing. So, I mean, if it did well enough, I could expand to 2 things and eventually get the Airstream. But I feel like the Airstream is just a vintage look and it's very unique. Like if you saw that pulling up versus like another just food truck, you're like, why is there a line of people outside of that Airstream?
Dude, and with the Airstream, you could do like a strip of like brown or like tan paint, like for the peanut butter, like peanut butter style color paint, and then below it like grape. And so it's just like this silver Airstream with like a brown stripe and a purple
Or
stripe.
just make it a sandwich, essentially. It's like
And you don't know what you would
bread.
call it yet?
I don't.
Okay, PB&J cart.
Like Pete's PB&J's. This fool that I was talking to said, "Why don't you just call it the nut job?" I was like,
nut job.
Like, not everybody likes crunchy peanut butter.
And those people are wrong.
Yeah,
I love crunchy.
Crunchy's the way to go.
But yeah,
Extra crunchy.
Country.
Yeah.
Dude, had you never heard that song that I said?
No, dude. No. You sent me the most hick song ever, bro. Next to what's that, John Deere Green? This is the worst.
Dude, yeah. So since you're living in Texas now, I sent Miho the song "God Bless Texas."
Who sings it?
Little
Texas.
I'm about to pull it up right now. Oh, yeah, Little Texas. Dude, I just remember growing up hearing that song. God bless Texas. Dude, that's all you need to have. Like, that's anytime you just say God bless Texas.
No, dude.
You're gonna be like, yeah, man.
No way.
You already got the dipping thing, just spit. God bless Texas.
No. No
so
way.
how was your Thanksgiving, man? What'd you do? We haven't talked since then.
Yeah. My Thanksgiving was chill. Just hung out in the morning, went to my aunt's house.
How far away is she? She's close, right?
Yeah, she's like 20 minutes away.
Perfect.
And it's closer than that. It's just, it's like Texas is like everything's close but far.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 minutes seems like long, but it's just right there. But yeah, we had my neighbor across from me. She's she's a baker, and eventually like her dream is to open like her own bakery. And so I was like, hey, like I want to support you. Like, can you make a gluten-free cake for me and my family? She did, and it was amazing. It was a lemon blueberry cake.
Dope.
So good. And she's like, how many people? I said, my aunt said like 20 to 30. And I was already like skeptical. I was like, all right, like that's a big party with COVID. I was like,
yeah, that's huge.
I got there and there was only like 11 of us, which was like perfect. But
yeah,
this cake was massive.
Because you told her it was for 30 people.
Yeah. So I still got a third of a cake in my fridge right now.
That's funny. I guess it's better to have more than not enough.
Yeah. I mean, everyone brought stuff. But yeah, it was, basic, mashed potatoes, green beans, turkey, no ham.
Yeah, get out of here.
Green bean casserole, dude, ham is better than turkey. Turkey sucks. Can we just get that out of the way?
I'm team turkey all day, dude. If I never ate another piece of ham in my life, I would be okay.
I like in the future when I have my own house, it's going to be chicken. I don't like turkey that much. I want chicken on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want to do. Chicken
just is juicier.
It depends on how you cook it, I guess.
Yeah, but turkey, and it has that tryptophan, so it just makes you sleepy. Like, now I already got a full stomach. Now there's chemicals making me sleepy. Like, fuck you, turkey. Try to ruin my day.
Dude, I don't know how to feel about that, because anyone that eats, speaking of tryptophan, I'm already yawning. Anyone that eats like a big meal, like whether it's on Thanksgiving or not, you're going to be sleepy afterwards. Yeah. I think that's just an excuse for the turkey.
No, there's tryptophan in turkey.
I think it's called tryptophan.
Whatever.
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah. Dude, I just like...
We need a Jamie, dude.
We do, eventually. Once we get this food cart going, we'll be fine. We'll never have to work again. Yeah, I just... Also, like, I was watching another, like, podcast, like, radio show kind of thing. And he was saying, like, mashed potatoes are overrated. And the more I, like, eat mashed potatoes, I'm like, mashed potatoes are kind of overrated.
You bite your tongue.
Dude,
Dude, I could eat a whole plate of mashed potatoes.
Oh.
Yeah, with gravy. Yes.
Yeah, and that's his point. He's like, the only reason people eat all the mashed potatoes because you have to drown it in gravy. And that's so true. The gravy is the key part
Yeah, the gravy really is the key part.
Nobody eats just dry mashed potatoes.
That's a really good point. So I'm team gravy, but the thing that I would, dude, here's what I do. Whenever like on Thanksgiving, like you make you get your mashed potatoes, you make a little bowl, you know, fill it up with gravy, fill up the rest of your plate, and then I hit everything with gravy.
Yeah,
I hit it all. It's like
that.
dude, you can't.
No.
Oh.
I try to do like 50-50 with the cranberry sauce, so I get the sweet and savory.
Mm-hmm.
So when I take a bite of turkey or mashed potatoes, I get the gravy, and then I take a little bit of the cranberry, so I get the explosion of flavor.
Yeah, I do that like every other bite. Like I just get like a little bit of cranberry, and then like I'll take a little bit of sweetness, dude. Yeah, no, it's.
But yeah, mashed potatoes are like my Thanksgiving is gonna be like chicken tater tots and green bean casserole.
Just go order it from Sonic.
Yeah,
I need or just KFC.
or yeah, just go to fucking Chick-fil-A and be like, could I get like 20 orders of your waffle fries?
I wouldn't be mad if I showed up at a Thanksgiving like that. I'd be like, okay, this is different. I'm here for it.
Yeah, mashed potatoes. I love green bean casserole though.
That's what we brought. It was good.
Yeah, she said that they didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't I loved it. I thought it was good. But see, the thing is, so like we went to her sister's for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. It was just her family, so there's like 8 of us. It's pretty small.
Yeah.
And we brought the green bean casserole, but her sister is allergic to mushrooms, so you can't use the cream of mushrooms. So we had to use, I know. So we had to use cream of celery, and then she didn't like it. And I was like, "Well, this is you don't get to do that. You don't get to you don't get to say that."
Yeah.
We made this special catered towards you.
Yeah.
And then you don't like it. I still liked it.
Sad life, dude. Cream of mushrooms in general are just good.
But they had a good point. Her dad said we could have used cream of chicken. And I was like, damn, yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
Cream of celery. It's like celery doesn't have cream in it. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess mushrooms don't have cream in it either.
Yeah, neither. And like almonds don't produce milk either.
But it was good. It was a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was good to
got some food.
Yeah, it was good to be around people again. Like cheesy potatoes, cuz
always bring in the cheesy potatoes. She went to Lowe's.
Yeah, she went to Lowe's.
That was fun.
She's on Twitter. She's on that Periscope or whatever.
Look at her Ice VH1. I forget that.
Ice hasn't changed her name, can she? Dude, it's Ice.
Dude, you can change. I think you can change it.
Yeah.
She don't want to change it.
She don't want to change it. She claims she's radio, but she's always TV.
She'll be back on TV.
Yeah. She'll be on grocery shopping, whatever extravaganza.
Dude, I tried to watch that show, and I don't get it.
You just shop it. You try to pull as much into your cart.
I know, but like you watch these people, and they just go for like all these like big. They just like load up like 8 turkeys or like hams. And maybe they have different challenges. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, but I was just like, what? I mean, what's the point of this? What are you going to do with all those turkeys? Do you have a freezer to support all those? Are you going to take these home? Or are you going to give these away? Are they going to go to waste? What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know. Going back to like these existential questions, it's like these same people are putting quotes on their Facebook like, don't be greedy and this and that. And it's like, but then you go for like 10 TVs. You're like, get the big items. And you're just like gorging on all these electronics and shit. It's like, I could never be on that show.
I don't know. It would be kind of fun, I guess, if they're like, all right, you got to find a pack of Skittles. You got to find a TV dinner with turkey. You got to find, and then some Excedrin migraine. Go. And you're just like, oh my God.
Oh, now you got to. See, that's interesting if they gave you a list to find.
I think they do.
Oh, they do?
I think they have like different challenges and stuff.
We need Ice on here to talk about this. I don't know anything about it.
I don't either. It's not a very good show, I don't think.
Yeah. It was just nice in general, just like be around the fam and just people.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I see people at the dog park and I hang out with Joey's like dog friend, the mom, and I hang out with her. But it's nice to be around like my aunt, my cousins, and just talk and
just be around people.
Yeah. Because I've been pretty sheltered this whole this whole time. So
I know.
even
dude.
when the homie came over last night just to drink, I was like, this feels good. Just like drinking whiskey with a person.
Yeah, just having a person around you. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. There was then my so my aunt's husband, his son, because they both got remarried. Their wedding was yesterday, so his wife's family flew up from Puerto Rico, and they were there at Thanksgiving.
Oh,
They were fun. They were cool to talk to. They're like talking to me about radio and stuff, and it's like
that's
it's always interesting when people like don't know the radio life. Like a lot of people don't know the radio life.
Right.
I got to spend like an hour and a half describing in detail what goes on in radio.
Yeah. It's I've had plenty of those.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, no, it's like
They're like
the worst part is like getting so far into the conversation to where you like ruin the magic of radio.
Exactly.
And like you get to a certain point in that conversation to where everybody's just kind of like, oh.
Yeah, sounds kind of boring. Or like they're like, so what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a producer. Like, oh, my nephew's a producer with NBC. I'm like, different type of producer. Like, I'm not a TV producer. Like,
right. Yeah.
So yeah.
At least the word producer sounds cool. Like you just feel like I'm a producer. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Thanksgiving was cool, and then now it's Christmas coming up. I know.
Christmas always stresses me out.
Yeah, you're coming home. We were talking last weekend because I don't know. My plans are to go to Boise, and it might happen, it might not happen, and my car isn't working. And so we were talking to your lady friend, and she's like, "Sell your Jeep and buy a moped." And I was like, "Then I'll buy the moped and just spend Christmas in Oklahoma with you." Yeah, and we'd ride the moped like Dumb and Dumber.
Ring.
Yeah.
Going up I-35.
Just pass through. Oh, I guess you wouldn't hit Austin. I would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get to Dallas. And you said from Dallas to your place is like 4 hours?
It's like 2.
Oh, well, 4 on a moped.
Yeah, on a moped.
Going 55, just chugging this thing along.
Our eyes are watering.
Get the goggles.
Hey, man, if Dumb and Dumber could do it across the country, we can do it state to state.
Yeah.
Dude, I've always wanted a moped.
Yeah. We talked about this, I think, a week or 2 ago. I was like, I want a motorcycle, like green.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Moped's the life, though, dude.
Yeah. Or a Ruckus.
Yeah, Ruckus. Dude, these things look cool. Like when you think of a moped, let me just pull this
like up. A Vespa. You think of a Vespa. Like everyone assumes like a Vespa.
But these Ruckus look cool, man.
Are those like freeway legal?
I don't know if any mopeds are freeway legal. I don't think that you can ride mopeds like on the interstate.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't know why you'd be, because like a lot of freeways have like minimum speed limits. How do I do this? There we go.
But a moped goes.
A moped tops out at like 50.
Really?
I think. But dude,
one of those on the bottom, the 4th one.
Yeah, but I don't like that camo. Yeah, Honda Ruckus. This right here, dude.
God bless Texas.
God bless Texas.
Get a camouflage.
Like, no, like look at that, dude. And it's only $10.
Lower the screen a little bit. Which one are you pointing at? I can't see.
What do you mean? Why is it?
I like that white one, the 5th one.
Hold on.
The Ice Bar Gen or whatever.
Talking about this guy right here.
Yeah.
That's the guy right there.
Type in green like Kawasaki or neon green Kawasaki. Yeah, look at that fucking thing.
That's what you want?
Hell yeah. That's my dream since I was a kid.
Look, you can get it for $500 right now, free shipping, no tax.
Okay. Yeah, it's a Hot Wheels version, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, those things, ever since I was little, I wanted one. The one on the far left, the first one.
This guy?
That one, yeah. Dude, if I pulled up to your house And that would you be like, holy shit?
I'd be like, what is this?
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm gonna get one day.
You
Even
get
if I
that,
just a little Sunday drive, because I've had a motorcycle before and it's terrifying being on a motorcycle. Not gonna lie.
dude. Yeah, I'm not that. I feel like as I get older, I'm more like I've gotten scared of shit now. Like
Yeah.
I don't like to speed on the highway. Like I'm like
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, now there's more responsibilities. You're like, well, I got this bill and I really don't need a ticket. So
No,
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna
that's
play
not
it
my
safe.
thought process at all. My thought process is I don't want to die.
Oh.
That's
No,
my thought.
my thought process is I can't afford these bills. Like I already got enough bills. I don't need a speeding ticket on top of it. Dude, I got here within my first week. I got a ticket and I was like, God damn it.
I remember that.
She was like $300. I was pissed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part sucks.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll play it safe because I don't want another bill. I don't want to deal with this.
I don't blame
But like when you're even in Boise or like cities like or states like this where there's like Ford F-350s just hauling down the freeway and street, even the street.
you. Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you going 60, man? This is 35. What's the rush?
Yeah.
I don't want to be caught like them being reckless and I'm on that motorcycle and I get launched about 300 feet away from my bike.
Dude, that's the thing. Like on a motor, like you can't control other people. Like there's no protection. Like it takes one asshole not looking, you know.
Yeah. And also, like, if you think about it, you're riding on the engine, which is also equally terrifying. That shit blows up. You're sitting on top of it. Like,
yeah. And there's no wiggle room. Like if you are on the highway and you crash, like it's not gonna be good.
No. But it is fucking fun too when you're like revving that thing and you get going. That's why I'd buy a motorcycle for like Sunday rides or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Little Sunday morning.
Go to Sturgis.
What?
You don't know about Sturgis?
Oh, out in South Dakota or whatever?
Yeah.
No, they don't want that motorcycle there. They want some Harley. Dude, if I showed up in that thing.
Let's see. Dude, look at all these.
Yeah, no. Show me one racing motorcycle there.
Well, dude, look, I mean, you got all kind, like you got goofballs like this.
The pictures are too small. I can't see it. Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
I mean, a Harley would be cool too, but I don't know. They're just way too loud. Like I want something a little bit more discreet.
And you got all these middle-aged women dumping their saggy boobs out all the time.
All these Karens and Dianas.
Pay for your trip right there.
Yeah.
8 boobies.
Yeah. But yeah, Christmas is coming up. Christmas music. I found a new Christmas album. Just dropped yesterday. Like,
you a fan of Christmas music?
Yeah. I mean, not like some people were like instantly, like it's playing constantly. I'm more of like the old like crooner style, like Nat King Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Like chestnuts roasting, you know, not these fucking Kelly Clarkson albums.
You can miss me with all of it. I'm not.
Or what about Peanuts? The Peanuts album? That's a classic.
I mean, I like the Peanuts theme song, but
what?
I don't do the Christmas music.
It's like one of the greatest jazz albums of all time. I know you like jazz.
Mm-hmm. I don't like Christmas music though. I don't like the vibe. It makes me feel weird. Like it makes me feel like forced into liking something. Yeah, I like that. That's not Christmas music though.
Yeah, it is.
That's the Peanuts.
That's Christmas music. I'm not going to play that for 4th of July.
That's not Christmas music. That's the Peanuts theme song.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, that's the Peanuts Christmas movie song. It's not their theme song.
What's their theme song?
Not that one. I don't know. It's not that.
I do like that though, but I don't like Christmas music. Dude, it just puts me like I wish that I could like describe how it makes me feel. The only way that I can describe how Christmas like if you're like in a spot and there's Christmas music playing, I feel like I'm being forced into a feeling that I don't want to have and I can't escape that feeling because I'm hearing this music. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like a forced like happiness. It's like
be happy. You hear this Christmas music? Be happy.
I don't want it.
It does. I don't know. I don't think it's forced happiness for me. It's just like this feeling of, like what were you saying earlier? Like it just feels like a blanket.
Yeah, I was talking about weed, not Christmas music.
I'm talking about Christmas music.
Our blankets, our warm blankets are very different.
Yeah. It just feels like because Christmas, like I'm not a big fan of most holidays, but like, and not even Christmas so much as like the presents. Because like growing up, we weren't like the richest. It was always just like just really basic presents, which is fine.
Sure.
But like the Christmas music and like growing up in choir, we were always around like doing Christmas concerts and because we were in choir, everyone played piano and stuff, and it's always like just jazz music. And I don't like the whole like again the pop Christmas like or like the end singing like Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. You know, I like the whole jazz like let me set a mood, and everyone's just calm, and it's just like this blanket of like we're here with family, we're eating tamales, like let's just all just chill out, drink some warm wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I don't.
You fucking asshole.
No, I don't want none of that.
What, dude? Like
the tamales sound good.
Yeah, tamales do sound good.
Warm wine? When you drink of warm wine?
You never had warm wine before?
I've had like room temp wine.
No, like warm, like cooked on the stove. It's so good. You throw some orange slices in there.
What kind of wine is that? What is that, like sangria? I don't know.
Kind of. It's just you take any bottle of red wine and you just throw it in there and warm it up, and
I've never done that.
You're missing out, bro.
Is it like people do that, or is that just
yes? You? No, people do that.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, because you're white.
So that's more of like a Hispanic thing, or what?
I think it's a European thing. Like,
is it?
Italy does it. I know they do it. Probably Spain does it. I forget what it's called, but
look it up.
Yeah, you could throw some orange slices in there.
See, that's why I said sangria, because you said orange. Like I've seen people do like sangria and like they put all this like fruit and stuff in it. But
it's essentially sangria. You just warm it up and
just have it hot or warm.
Yeah, warm. Let it cool down a little bit. You should try it.
Probably won't.
I'll do it and you'll drink it.
Okay.
So it's my wine that you won't drink. But it's
okay.
Like this. What?
No.
Bruh. I thought we were cool.
I just don't. I don't know, dude. It's something about just the Christmas music. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just like, why are you singing about the chestnuts? You ain't roasting no chestnuts.
They used to.
Frosty the Snowman's not real. I don't know. I'm a Grinch, man.
Man, there might be kids watching.
Ain't no kids watching. I don't know, man. I just can't. I can't do it.
Well, you'll change.
Probably not. All right, let's take a look on Topic Pulse.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Do we care about the broccoli on the Masked Singer being revealed? No. Do we care about Eminem's foundation for releasing a limited edition clothing line to help students?
No.
Do we care about Demi Lovato faces backlash for cuddling a turkey and then roasting one for Thanksgiving?
I thought that was kind of funny.
That is funny.
What are you supposed to do?
It's like, is that the same turkey? Probably not. It's like, you know what happens?
And even if it was, like, what other purpose does a turkey serve?
Yeah, like, what are you just gonna cuddle it? Dude, that doesn't seem like a very cuddly animal.
No, and
Like,
I just saw.
they legit have ball skin on their face.
I saw a video on TikTok of a girl who was like harassing a fisherman. Was like, "You shouldn't be fishing. Like, we want to save that fish's life." And he's like, "What is the point of like the fish? The fish is supposed to be eaten, lady. Like, leave me alone."
Yeah, get out of
like,
here.
She's like, "You may not care, but we care about him." And it's like, why is it a him? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? It's a
What's
fucking
his name?
fish.
Yeah, what's the fish's name? Do you know him? Do you know where he's been? No, you don't know
The
nothing about
guy
it.
filming was like, "What's going on?" Like the turkey. What purpose does a turkey serve other than to get fucking demolished in my stomach?
Yeah, it says some Demi Lovato fans are not happy with her right now. The singer posted photos of her cuddling a pet turkey at a pet sanctuary last month. She later shared a picture of the turkey she cooked for Thanksgiving. That people find the most ridiculous stuff to get mad at.
Yeah.
That was probably just like a bunch of PETA people,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, she's on our team. She's a vegetarian." Maybe people shared the photos side by side and called Demi out for the mixed messages. What mixed messages? Some even turned the two pictures into a how it started versus how it's going meme.
That's funny.
That is funny. Dude, if that's the worst thing you're getting backlash for as a very prominent celebrity, take it, because a lot of these celebrities are getting raked over the coals for stuff you don't want to be raked over the coals for.
Yeah.
Next up, Brandy Irwin shares adorable ultrasound of baby. Don't care.
I don't know. Bindi. Oh, Steve Irwin's daughter. Yeah, I don't care.
Jennifer Aniston has a new puppy. Don't care. American Horror Story. Don't care.
I saw this story on there that said America's Got Talent kid magicians get arrested for refusing to live with mother. Like, can you do that?
Just run away.
Yeah.
I don't think that they can arrest you if you're a. And how do you refuse to live with your parent? I mean, you just run away.
Well, they were living with their dad. They don't want to go back.
Oh.
Which
Well, I
is
guess
like,
if the mom has custody.
yeah. Well, they had split custody, apparently. I was reading real quick. But it's like, if they want to live with their, I mean, that's one thing. Well, who was I talking to about it? It was like the whole, like, yes, kids should be in with their mother, but it's also like very, like, the custody system is very like one-sided towards females.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't. It's like the kid should live with the parent that can provide for it the best, right?
I mean, if you could split custody, that's fantastic. But sometimes they award it. They're like, I've read numerous stories where there's baseless claims against the father, and it's like, well, he's not fit to be a father to these kids. It's like, what the fuck? Like, listen to my story. Like,
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
yeah.
Can you imagine? Just like make up something they're like, oh well, sorry, you don't have custody of your kids. Be like, what?
Yeah.
All right. This is so. Tyra Banks. Don't care. Where's all the juicy stuff?
I know.
Oh, here's Sam Smith sharing your entrepreneurial spirit. He wants to open a gay bar. Sam Smith might add club owner to their resume.
Well, he's got the money.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah. Where's he from? Oh, he's from England. Yeah.
Dude, there is absolutely nothing on here.
I also feel like a cool idea would bring, like, kind of like in Portland, there was that arcade bar.
Yeah,
that place
dude,
was so much fun.
You pay like $2 to get in, and then the beers are super cheap, and you just get a bunch of quarters and play arcade games all night.
Yeah, you just get wasted, like just buying $1.50 PBRs, and you fucking play Mortal Kombat for about an hour.
Dude, and there's so many games in there. Dude,
there was skee ball.
What's that called? Ground Control?
There was skee ball and Ground Control. That place was dope. I hope it's still around.
It might not be, dude.
Yeah.
with COVID. That place was really dope, and that's
Yeah.
perfect, dude. That's a perfect place. That checks
That's a-
all the boxes because you can do a date there. Like you can do a fun date night there, or you can just go hang out with all your homies there.
Yeah. That place was legit. I want to open up a place like that.
Dude, that's gonna be hella expensive because you know how much those
Oh yeah, hell
those
expensive.
old school games like that are. Dude,
Yeah.
they even had the driving ones like Mario Kart where you sit down and drive.
Yeah,
or,
they had
like
Need for
Cruising
Speed.
USA. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that place was. I mean, it's hell expensive, and I kudos to them. Yo, who's Hunter?
What up, Hunter? It's one of my
But,
buddies from Oklahoma.
Yeah, that would be a dream of mine to open up a place like that.
That would be so cool if you had like, because who knows how they came across all of those. Like, I seriously doubt that whoever opened that bar was like, hey, I have this idea for this bar. Let's go find a bunch of old vintage video games.
Yeah.
I bet that they had them and we're like, what can we do with these? Or had at least some of them. And we're like, what can we do with these? Let's open up a bar.
They probably had a smaller place and they're like, well, this is hitting it off. Let's find another place that's bigger and start buying a few more and a few more. And
dude, but it's very cool.
Yeah, that place was. They had Donkey Kong.
They had everything. Like they even had like the shitty like arcade
Pac-Man. They had what's the one, air hockey right in the middle there too.
Oh, they have one of those in OKC, Hunter.
Well, I guess I'm coming to Oklahoma for Christmas. I need my video game fix.
Dude, no, those bars. That was the first one that I'd ever seen it like that in Portland. I didn't know they had one in OKC.
That's the first one I'd ever seen in general. Like that was an actual. Like I've seen arcade places, but not an arcade bar where you could drink inside.
Yeah,
I was like, this is like you said, checks out like a first date. Your homies, you go solo and just fucking play, dude. No one gave a fuck.
Yeah,
like it's 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. I fucking want to go get shit faced and fucking play some Pac-Man.
Dude, and the beautiful thing about that, like you were saying, like the price point is like you go and you even pay your cover charge at the end of the night. You spent what, $20 to get wasted and play games all night.
It's just Oh, and all the games are free.
See, this one, the games are free.
Damn, I mean
that's next level. What's it called, Hunter? Is it new? Because I don't remember. I mean, granted, I didn't know.
I'll bet you the cover is more expensive though, because I'd rather pay a fucking $2. I'd rather have my quarter. I don't want to carry quarters around with me either, though. I'd rather actually pay a more expensive cover.
Oh, I guess there's another. Yeah, these are kind of like all over the country. I just got a text saying there's one in Lincoln Park. But dude, it's a great idea.
Dude, that would be a dream.
That would be really cool.
Or even make it like a 50-50, like a coffee shop in the morning and then switch it to a bar at night.
No, see, you're getting too crazy. You gotta focus. Like there's this one spot here. It's called Happy's Pizza. But under it says chicken, seafood, ribs, and like one other thing. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, are you a pizza spot or are you a diner? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, are you the Golden Corral? the poor man's Golden Corral.
Dude, if you're gonna open up, the niche. You gotta stick with the niche.
The thing with that place though, you knew it was just called Ground Control. Like it didn't say it was a bar, it didn't say it was a coffee shop. Like if you just kept it generic, but I mean a bar, whatever.
Do you want to go drink coffee and play Pac-Man, or do you want to go drink shitty?
I'm just saying, if I opened up at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning, maybe people just want to drink coffee and play some Pac-Man, and then by 4 p.m. you flip it.
See, I would do it. Well, you can have your cup of coffee and then come at 4 p.m. when we
or just have separate rooms, right? Like you can go get your coffee, and like one floor could be your bar, and then one floor could be your coffee.
It's not gonna work.
Okay.
People that go to drink coffee, they want to vibe. They want a coffee vibe.
Fair enough.
They want to go in there and drink coffee and listen to shitty Christmas music. They don't want to go in there and play arcade games.
Yeah, people who want to drink beer want to play Mortal Kombat, listen to NXS.
Yeah. Dude, that's another thing that they did is they set the vibe with like it sounded like electronic. It was kind of like just imagine like the Stranger Things like
Tron. It sounded like Tron in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
that
really
place
cool.
was dope. But that'd be a dream. to like open up something like that, or like my own like mini golf course, like mini putt putt. I always
Putt-putt.
wanted, huh?
Putt putt,
Yeah,
dude. I lost
miniature
interest in
golf.
putt putt once Top Golf came out.
Top golf is dope, but sometimes you just want to you want to play that putt game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Sometimes you
dude.
just want to whack a ball at a windmill, and that's okay.
One in OKC is called the Flashback Retro Pub.
I'll look it up. Flashback Retro Pub. But yeah, if I could just own like a miniature golf course, an arcade place, and my food cart, I'd be stoked. I'd be so happy in life.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like land, like now that I'm buying a house, like I'm intrigued with like land and shit like that.
Just like owning shit. I'm gonna
Like,
see. I'm just curious.
Land has
Pac-Man arcade game.
Are you looking it up? Oh, how much
Yeah.
it's worth?
Yeah, I just want to see like.
Dude, this place has everything too. They got NFL Blitz. That game was fucking sick.
Oh yeah, I used to get mad at that game.
Dude.
So it looks like this. There's like a little one. I guess that's what it normally looks like.
Frogger,
Shopping. Let's see.
Galaga. Now we're
$400.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
For a Pac-Man machine?
Mm-hmm.
I also like pinball. They had pinball in there. I love pinball.
Dude, it says this one's from Walmart.
Yeah, no fucking way, dude.
$400. Oh, here's one for $250. Arcade One 40th Anniversary Edition. Oh yeah, and then they have these. Hold on, I'm gonna share this real quick. Get this off the screen. Stop sharing. Okay. Share screen. Chrome tab. Pac-Man. Boom. You see this?
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, that was in there.
You remember this one? This one's
Yeah.
dope. It's like 4 players.
No, it's 2. One on each side.
Oh. I thought there was something that was 4 players like that. But dude, yeah, to get like one like this, you're looking at that one's $250. This one's $500. I wonder what that Cruisin' USA.
$3,000.
$3,000, dude. That's a single player. Like that's like you racing yourself.
And they had 4 of those in there. So you're talking $12,000 for.
And that's just 2 of the game.
Dude. Yeah. That's
God, this game would make me mad too, dude. The steering is like wonky.
awful.
It's so bad.
You're like, I made a left turn, not a U-turn.
Yeah. Ski ball, dude.
Ball. Tekken. That's what I'm saying. No,
There's a
dude,
lot of.
because me and my mom were looking at this church out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's this old church. Well, it's like in pretty good condition. She's like, we could turn this into something. Like, you could live there, like
studio.
Recording studio, but an arcade bar at a church, dude. It was already set up. It's an open floor plan.
And it's already named for you, the church.
The church. That's what I'm saying,
Or
dude.
church.
I'm gonna start looking at churches to buy.
Dude, that would be cool. Let me see if I can find this.
And right where
recording studio.
the preacher or the pastor, right where they do their homily at the top, you know, they got their own little pedestal. That's your bar. Bing, bang, boom. I love it. I'm gonna do it.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find this so I can show you, because there's this place. I think it's in Tennessee.
See, I'm looking here. Baby Pac-Man is $2,500.
How much?
$2,500. I'm looking Centipede, $2,500. Donkey Kong, $1,300.
So yeah, you got to have a lot of money to.
Frogger is $2,000. Galaga, $2,000.
Why can't I find this church recording studio? I know I've seen Billy Strings play. I've seen Marcus King. Let me type in Marcus King. Is this it? In studio. What's this called? WGBH.org. I think that's it. WGBH.org. So it's like a radio. I can't find it, dude. But it's this church that they turned. Oh, BPL Studio. Let me see if this is it. No, I can't find it. I'll find it later and I'll send it to you off of here. Pulpit. Is that what it's called? Pulpit?
Speaking of, the pulpit. No, not the pulpit. Like when you go to a church, like it's all the pews, and then there's usually like where the altar is. It's a little bit elevated.
Have you seen it? Did I show you this?
What?
The
No,
recording.
I'm talking about in general. Like most churches, like where the altar is, it's usually a little bit like 2 or 3 steps above, right?
Yeah.
And
So
this church I was looking at had like it was 2 steps, and that's where the altar would go and everything. So that's where the bar could go since it's already elevated. This place was sick. Yeah.
fucking.
Oh, the bar
really?
could be called Pulpit. That's not a bad idea.
Sorry, I really want to find this. I want to show it to you because it looks so cool.
Dude, speaking about recording studios, have you seen clips of that whole Taylor Swift her Disney thing?
Oh, re-recording her songs and stuff?
No, she did like a live album of her last album, and there was like a Disney special on it on Disney Plus, and the recording studio is gorgeous. Like, and it's on this dude's property, and it's this tiny little cabin, and it's like so homey feeling. I was like, this guy has got it made. Like, this recording studio is gorgeous.
Dude, I also saw.
Is it called Dreamland? Dreamland Recording Studios?
Yeah. No. Let me type in Dream, because the only way I'm gonna notice Dreamland.
Dreamlandrecording.com.
That's not the one I was thinking of.
That looks pretty sick, though. That looks pretty dope. Now I'm looking at it. Yeah, like imagine. Oh, damn it.
Oh, I found it.
What's
This
it
is
called?
the one. This is the one with Marcus King. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna share this, but I'm gonna leave it muted so we don't get popped for it. I had to stream. So check this out.
What's it called?
Let me go. It's called Echo Sessions. So like, see, they're in a church right now, and like he would, look.
Oh,
Echo Mountain Recorder. So they even have all of the stuff like behind him. Like he's standing like where like the preacher would stand. And then they opened up the back of it. So like he's facing to where like the congregation would be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. See if
there's like a wide angle.
Yeah, like look at that.
Oh, so the engineers are underneath the pulpit.
Yeah, they're like in the back. Like where like the choir, like if you think of like a church, like where the choir would be.
That's so sick.
Dude, isn't that cool? And like they got the lights in there making like setting the vibe and stuff.
That's such a cool idea too.
Dude, that is I'm trying to like look at this shot. Like you can tell that's a church, dude.
Yeah. Go to dreamlandrecording.com and go through those pictures. Go to gallery at the top.
Oh,
look at that. That looks gorgeous too with all the
Where is this one at?
I don't know. I just Googled it. Look at that. No, second row, second picture.
Yeah, dude, sign me up.
That looks like the same studio almost, kind of.
Kind of. This area is different, but it's the same idea for sure.
Yeah, that looks sick, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, this church was nothing like these. It was a Pentecost. So it looked like an old warehouse that turned into a church. It did not have like these stained glass windows and things like that.
Dude, that would be so cool. Like, look at that.
Yeah. Right?
Dude. And there it
I
is.
don't know anything about engineering. So like I would need to hire someone to like get me all these processors and shit. Like I don't know anything about it.
Right. I mean, you'd obviously have to like hire someone to like set it all up and all that, but just
Yeah.
like
That's my
finding,
place.
like the capital to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Because you're talking about like, let's say the church, you bought a church for 200 grand. That equipment is probably going to be more expensive than the church. Like you're talking about $500,000 worth of equipment, like a drum set.
Like if you want it to be like a legit recording studio where you're going to get people in there, like
you need to insulate
caliber.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need all the processing. Those boards are about $200,000 plus.
I mean,
or
they can go up to
$1 million.
Yeah. It just depends on what you want. Yeah.
Nope. This is a 3-channel session, guys.
I got a 4-track recorder here.
Yeah.
We're doing
it's the Dave Matthews Band. We got 15 pieces, but you're only on 3 channels, guys.
It's a really cool idea, though.
Yeah.
I would love to do that if I become a
Have the
millionaire.
money.
Yeah.
I would too. Especially like when you get to the Midwest, like there's just these small towns with these old churches that you like, you could have people come through like bigger bands, like, you know, or someone who likes to go away, similar to like Dave Chappelle, who like just disappears.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, like John Mayer just wants to disappear. Like, come to Iowa. I got this church. Like, I got this private ground. You could set up like some houses around the church, so like your band could stay there for a week.
Now we're getting kind of culty. We're getting kind of culty now.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have to leave. It's like a private compound. Like, like what Eminem has, or rappers have in their houses. They're like, you know, Dr. Dre has his own studio in the basement of his mansion. Like, he never has to leave his house. So if like you were in the middle of Iowa and this artist, let's say it was Marcus King, he's like, yeah, I just want to get away and just record my new album. You got 15 houses there, like 1 bedrooms. Go to church.
That would definitely cause more appeal for bigger artists, you know, that want to be away from people. They're tired of or not tired of the fame, but just they want to be able to go somewhere and relax and like record. But dude, I would want it to be like, if it was mine, I would want it to be like in town somewhere. Like if like, you know, like you see like those big churches like in like downtown and stuff like that. I would want it to be there, just like get like the energy and like the vibe of the city.
Yeah, that would be dope too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could have one. You could have one. The one in town could be a venue. You could turn the church into a venue, and then you could have the one out in the country for like a recording studio.
Yeah, I mean, we could dream, right? We could work. That's our goals.
Dude, that would be so cool.
Or even just like, you know, as we get further in our careers and we learn more and more, you just get into one of those studios and be like, oh, can I be a manager, like a studio manager? Just work at that studio.
See, dude, it's so weird because my dream job, I'm not really sure what those people do. So like you look at like Rick Rubin, you look at like Jimmy Iovine, and it's like they're in the studio and they're like producing this album. Yeah. But really like the only thing they do, like Rick Rubin, he's like, I love that. And he's like, try that last part again with a little bit of like pepper on it. And then they do, and then he's like a millionaire. It's like, what do you mean pepper? What do you? Why am I paying you to tell me to put pepper on my guitar solo?
I don't. Yeah, what they get, I don't know what they do. But they're also like
I want to be that though.
But their ears are also like super trained, right? Like Rick Rubin's like, that's off. Like, can we change?
Rick Rubin just has a gift.
Yeah, he's like, can we change the processing on that machine? Like, what's coming out of the guitar? It needs to be changed a little bit. Like, he could hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my first promotions director, he could hear things like that. He's like, that mic is off. Like, you need to change. Fix it. He's like, that mic is off right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? It sounds fine.
Yeah.
And that's what Rick Rubin does. You know, he's like, we need turn the mic down on that snare. Like, it's popping a little too hard, and put up the kick drum about 2 decibels. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Rick?
And it's like all this stuff that like, you like the normal person, like what we're talking about right here, it's like 2 decibels. Like, what do you mean? Like this is fine. Like no one that goes and buys this record is gonna notice.
Yeah.
But it really does like make a difference because you get like people that invest a lot of money into their stereo systems and shit and have it all tuned up and tweaked up and all this surround and shit like that.
Hunter's about to be an investor.
Set up 10. Yep. Similar link. Dude, I like this. And then you got to have your production like with that the Studio 61 or whatever, the first one that I pulled up. That's really cool because they're doing productions out of there. Like they're cutting like you get like YouTube videos. Like you're getting your recording session and it's also in video form, multicam production.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and you can become an investor right now for the low price of $500,000.
Yeah.
For
what's Step Brothers Worldwide, Mr. Worldwide,
Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah, Prestige World.
Prestige Worldwide. It's fun. I love the idea.
Yeah, but it goes back to that. We talked about this a year or two ago where I saw a John Mayer interview with Bobby Bones, and he's like, "What's the difference between Song of the Year and Record of the Year?" And he's like, "Well, Song of the Year is like who wrote it, the artist, and then he's like, Record of the Year is like all the engineering behind it. That's why there's 2 different awards, like who wrote it versus like who engineered it." He's like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then Bobby's like, "Well, I guess what's your favorite record like that you've ever had, like engineer wise?" He's like, "Gravity," which is like one of my favorite songs, one of your favorite songs.
It's a really good song.
And he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "The engineer I worked with just had this crazy ear, and that final product that you hear on the record, like the CD or on Spotify, he's like, that is the most beautiful sounding record I've ever made. And when you get in your car, or anybody who's watching, when you get in your car and you turn it up all the way, it just sounds so empty, but so full at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like that song is a really good song."
Yeah, it's funny because like trademark intellectual yep, that's what we're doing right now. Boom. Yep. It's here. Episode 143, 1 hour and 2 minutes in.
Yeah. So this whole episode is IP. We've the beginning and the end, bro.
That's all we've done is talk about ideas on here. And I like that, dude. Maybe we switch our well, it would be kind of goofy. I'm just thinking out loud here. Do we switch our podcast? Because we were talking about like niches earlier. Mm-hmm. Do we change our podcast to a niche podcast? But if so, what would it be? Because it can't be this because we don't know shit about it. We're just
we don't know shit about anything. I don't know shit about anything.
We don't know shit about anything. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we're already doing.
Yeah,
our podcast.
Well, I mean, we need to, and we've talked about this in the past. We need to get like experts on here and just have conversations with them.
Yeah,
we need to like just meet people. Like once this COVID shit's over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're doing it virtually. We're in 2 different spots. We don't need to have not COVID to get people on.
True. But
who would we get on? Like, let's pick something that like we are interested in, but we don't know shit about, which is everything.
Yeah.
But let's narrow it down. Okay, so we're talking about music right now.
Yeah. We could find an engineer. I could have one of my first promotions director, because I don't know if he's not an engineer, but he like is really good with his ear.
Or what if we got Rick Rubin on?
That'd fucking cream my pants. I wouldn't know what to say.
I wouldn't either. I'd be like, can you just talk for 45 minutes and I'll sit here and
nod my head
and do this?
Dude, his interviews too, though, like he's just a special human. Like
he really is.
Every now and then he'll drop his YouTube video. Like he interviewed Kendrick, I think. He interviewed Anderson .Paak.
Andre 3000.
Andre, he interviewed Pharrell. And his questions are like it's what you would expect from him. You're like, I know this is going to be a great conversation because he doesn't like to waste people's time.
But they're also so minimal. His questions are like so basic.
Yeah.
And he's like,
but so profound. He's like, he's like, essentially you're not going to bullshit Rick Rubin, right? He's a legend. So when he asks you a question, he doesn't want a response that you would give to like E! News. right?
Yeah, he wants
Because
he wants
he
something
wants
real.
just something like profound. Like, it's just you and me in this backyard. Like, tell me about the record and like the idea behind it, or like a certain sound. Like, why did you use a xylophone? You know, it's just like, and Pharrell will be like, tell this life story from when he was a child. And he's like, and you're like, what? Rick Rubin got that out of you?
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. I remember listening to the one with Rick Rubin and Andre 3000, and he was like, asking him like, music wise, what are you doing right now? He's like, do you have any plans? New music coming out? And Andre was like, man, he's like, I haven't been working on music. He's like, I haven't been doing anything. He's like, I forget what the instrument was, but he like got like really into
That
like,
flute. It was like a giant flute thing.
was it? Yeah, like
Mhm.
he got into like playing like this flute type instrument. I can't remember exactly what it was. And he like, from that initial question, like he went into like, oh, I don't have the confidence anymore, or like I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he was basically saying like he's lost right now, and that's why he hasn't put out any music, because
Yeah.
he doesn't know what to do,
Yeah.
which is a very real answer as
Yeah.
opposed to like the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
Well, this is a good episode
This is
for
Talking
not planning shit.
yeah. Target young new startup CEOs.
I'll just take these kids' money.
We got this idea.
Yeah. What is it? Peanut butter and jelly.
So hear me out. We got a peanut butter and jelly food cart, and
Next to a church.
one's in town, one's in the country.
And when you're done, you can play arcade games. It's all in one.
We're gonna have a traveling food cart with arcade games outside of every church that we go to, where we record artists. How much would you like to invest today?
They're like, fuck you.
They're like, stop doing drugs and get out of my office.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. This is a good episode. We're at an hour, buddy.
Yeah. We're definitely just talking what's on our mind. That was on my mind. Yeah, just starting. Because like, yeah, I mean, I love radio. I don't know if it's going to be my lifelong career. So I was just like, I revisited that idea a couple weeks ago, and then homie came over last night and he's asked me the question. I just blurted it out. So entrepreneurship, like, especially out here in Texas, like land is kind of cheap out here.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. For the most part, like there was a plot of land that was like $80,000, which is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but for the same size, you go to California, you're looking at like $2 million. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, just why not?
Why not? You're here
So-
one time.
Yep. You get one thing, or was it? You one chance at this thing called life.
Yep.
So,
All right.
all right.
Well, thanks for everybody checking in. Hunter, a big contributor to this week's episode. Ice, Mark, thank you, everyone. We'll be back. Dude, don't you hate that? I'll be doing tracks and I'll like get halfway. I'll be like an 18 second intro, and I'll get to like the very end and be like, had to be about. I'm like, damn it. But yeah, we'll be back every week. Same time, same place, roughly same time. Depends on how we're feeling. Keep you on your toes.
Yep.
If you're not already following us, Bird in Beard, all socials. And we'll see you next week.